Pete. How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Thanks for being here. And you're surging in the polls. Like all of a sudden, I mean, you were doing well, but I think now it has you like number 3 in some cases behind Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden, which is incredible. I mean, it's happening fast, right?
Yeah, I mean, a month ago, we were just trying to get people to be able to say my name. Thanks for clearing that up, by the way.
Buttigieg, yes.
See?
I'm sure you had problems your entire childhood.
Yeah, I can't even tell you some of the different ways my name got said over the years. But the good news for me is elections are multiple choice, so you don't have to spell it or know how to say it. You just have to be able to pick it up out of a lineup. Yeah,
and hopefully people will. But you haven't even announced yet. I mean, would you like to announce here? You should announce here.
So an announcement is something you only get to do once, and I want to make sure that we do it right and that we do it...
Go ahead. Do it right.
So I can think of no better place than here, except one, which is my hometown. We got a big event planned on Sunday, and can't wait to have as many friends and supporters as we can come, and then we're looking to make some news.
So when you do announce, if you do, when you do, you would be, I think, what I think is the 18th possible Democratic. I mean, that's a lot, right?
You could say that.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think of having that many choices?
I think it reflects that we're in this moment. It's not just another election. It's a real kind of hinge between different eras in American history. The changes that we're going through right now, they're going to affect the way life goes in this country for the next probably 40 years. And I think there are a lot of different ideas about what we should do about it. So I don't think it's a bad thing. There's certainly a lot of competition. It'll be hard to keep track of, but it'll start to sort itself out. And the more voices, the more ideas, the more diversity there is in this field, the better off I think we're going to be.
Yeah, well, that's a great answer. And you, I mean, you certainly are qualified in many, many different areas. You are Harvard, right? Went to Harvard, Rhodes Scholar. You went to Afghanistan. You are also a concert pianist, which is good to have, like in the White House, somebody to, tickle the ivories. And you speak 7 languages. What are they?
So I'm not claiming to be fluent in most of them, but my French is pretty good. My Spanish is good enough. I can give an interview. It's kind of halting, but I can do it. I can at least read through an article in Norwegian, Arabic, Italian, a couple others.
Me too. So I think that what's amazing about you too is that you are very calm. Like you're you're not trying to, say this is who I am, and you're just like people are attracted to you with this kind of silent presence. And the president that we have now, a lot of people are angry, and there's a lot of, especially candidates, Democratic candidates, are going after him and reacting to what he's doing, things he's doing. And you're ignoring that.
Yeah, I think the challenge for our party is, of course, when he lies, we got to say something about it. And if he does something wrong, we got to confront it. But it can't be all about him. Even the way that we try to turn the page, it's really about making sure we're talking about you, not just you, Ellen, but
I thought you meant me.
You, the American voter, right? And I think he has this ability to make it all about him. So even when he's being criticized, all the energy kind of goes in that direction. But so much of the frustration that led us to where our politics are now has to do with the fact that a lot of things in our economy and our democracy just aren't working for people. We got to be speaking to that. And I think if we have a good message, if we have the right kind of message, then it won't revolve around either the candidate we're backing or the candidate we're opposing. It'll revolve around life. It'll revolve around home, what it's like to be an American, and how policies can make that either easier or harder. And a good message will be one that makes as much sense in 2030 or 2040 or 2054, which is when I'll get to the age of the current president, it's always fun hearing that sink in. But that it'll make as much sense then as it does today.
Yeah. So not only, I mean, you're super smart, obviously, at 37 years old, and you would be the youngest president, but you also are openly gay, which, has not, the support that you have as mayor and that you've had, and you've been married for 1 year, and your husband would be the first gentleman, which would be the first gentleman. How's he feel about that? Is he excited about that, or I mean?
Yeah, he's right here, and. you know, he makes me a better candidate because he makes me a better person. That's how a good marriage works.
Yeah.
He didn't exactly sign up for this. I was already mayor when we started dating. But on our first date, he asked, you know, what does the future look like? And I gave him an answer which was honest at the time, right, love? That,
What was it?
well, it was that we were in the middle of a re-election. It was 2015. I thought I was probably going to win. If that went well, then in 2019-20, if things really were going well in South Bend, then I might be considered as somebody who might run for governor. But it was really hard to tell the future. So, you know, we both got a lot more than we bargained for, just because of the way things have developed for me, for the country, for the party over the last couple of years. But I couldn't do this without his support, and I'm lucky to have him in my corner.
And all right. Well, I think it's amazing. I think you're amazing, and I just really, it's incredible, like I said, the support that I'm seeing around you. And we're going to take a break, and we're going to get your reaction to something that Mike Pence said recently, which is, you know, it's kind of, well, we'll see. We'll be back.